Ben mi alırım?
Senden ne var? Bakalım mı? Ben bilgi vereceğim.
Dur çıkalım. Gel gidelim şu tarafa. Ne para? Ya da maskesi falan var.
İlaç var. Kimlik var mı? Kimlik? Siz...
Hayır, ısırdın mı? Bir derdin mi var?
Kafayı yemiş ya.
Ellerini bir çıkart bakayım. Bak çıkart ellerini.
Şey yok, cebimde bir şey yok. Şurada ne yapıyorsun? Ne yapıyorsun?
Tamam, dostum, tamam. Ben var.
Al veriyorum abi, kendin söyle. Al dayı.
Efendim?
Kimliğin yok mu ya senin kardeş?
Yok bir şey yok ya. Şu anda bu eylemlerden birisi anladığım kadarıyla. Bak,
Paranı al dostum.
yok konuşmadım. Alması ya bırak.
Şey ya normal değil mi? Burada yazan İzmir'den gelmiş. İzmir'den gelmiş abi.
O kredi kartlarında bak isimde yazıyor ya. Evet. Yalan gidiyorsun ya. Bak ara otobüsün üstünde. Nerede?
Bugünden beri burada bekliyorsunuz. Nedir amacınız? Bir öğrenebilir miyiz? Sessiz bir direniş mi yapıyorsunuz burada? İsminizi öğrenebilir miyiz?
Süveyş kanalı.
Hocam televizyondan gördük desteği.
35 mi?
Süveyş. Ha? Süveyş kanalı.
My concern is what you can say with only the body. Sometimes the attitude of a body may be more meaningful than the attitude a language. My protest arose from my keen disappointment of the bias of the Turkish media and their failure to report the Gezi protest in Gezi Park and Taksim Square in a correct and objective way. I also sought to highlight police brutality during this event. My aim was, at the same time, I wanted to demonstrate my respect to the principles and ideas of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder of Turkish Republic. His concept was people at home, peace at home, peace in the world, which is needed Middle East. During the Gezi Park, the days, people needed hope. My peaceful gesture was to give them that little hope. After seeing what was happening on the television or social media, people came to Taksim Square and they saw me. This was important because after a first moment of excitement, there was no longer any hope among those who were protesting because things looked dark. I have to summarize what happened while I was standing still. There are many ways to perceive what I did. The way it is perceived depends on the point of view of the observer. My individual reason is similar to those of others asking for more freedom. So I decided to do something too. Nobody had told me before that this was a form of silent protest, that this was a performance or activism or artivism or whatever. I cannot judge what I have done myself. I just did it because I was there as a citizen who lives in that country. I simply believe in individual actions. My purpose of doing this was not doing a performance or creating a piece of art. It is also the same for understanding of fine arts. A few hours later, people became to form the reproduction of the standing man, like pop art. Soon it became clear that this was not meant to be a performance, but a reaction against the media institution who did not cover the protest in rightful way and a reaction against the police violence. This was not a performance anymore. And all the information about my personal background, about who exactly I am, has now gained multiple meanings. I was there, like a medium that transfers the social conscience back to society itself. I felt pain in my chest for my country. I wanted to reach Taksim Square, so I passed the zone forbidden the protesters by the police, and I entered alone as if I were a tourist. I reached the square. It was June 17, 2013. I found myself in front of Atatürk Cultural Center. And there I realized that it would be a significant action standing there. And from that moment, everything worked automatically for me. My reasons were different, not different from those of other protesters. I did not go there to do something powerful. Only after standing, I realized that this was the right time and right place to do something. At that time, I could not imagine how then it would grow. People have shared on Facebook and Twitter the hashtag Duranadam, the hashtag Standing Man. Then, some of them came to the streets. Others joined the action of continuously standing still. And they were still standing where they were. Why did people follow this man? My Standing Man protest and my potential immobility and silence proved the stronger than anyone could imagine. Sometimes I have the feeling that I have to do something. We have to do something before the reason comes. Because when the reason comes, it will be already too late to do something. My individual protest of a dancer was able to remind the world about the power of art and the way it's used. Exactly a year and 4 months ago, we have how passivity can be turned into a powerful action. It was a way of creating empathy and awareness of the situation among people. These kind of individual acts have a great impact on fight for freedom and human rights. We have the chance to witness that these problems are not local, but global. On those days, I felt the need to do something, and my body did. We have to do something before the reason comes, because, as I said, when the reason comes, it will be already be too late to do something